What's up, everybody? Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida. We're gonna drive through the south side of the city. Well, let's be clear. The southern, when I say south side, I'm talking from a geographical standpoint. Because Jacksonville, I don't know what they consider the south and the north and the east. But the south side, they consider it the west side, and the east side is the south. I don't know how these people that are from Jacksonville, but they get very offended if you don't label things the way they understand it. From a geographical standpoint, we are in the southern side of Jacksonville. We're approaching Jacksonville from the south, and it is the largest landmass of a city in the country. So it's very spread out, and we are just on the outskirts now. So we're driving into the woods. The first 5 miles are construction sites and just a lot of construction, a lot of
brand new Wawa
roads being built and stuff like that. So now we're kind of within the urban core, you could say. You're approaching the urbanized area in some type of way of Jacksonville. So if you've ever wondered what it's like to drive in Jacksonville, we are definitely south of the city. And I don't know, we just passed toll road 23. So we're going to approach an area called Lakeside, which is south of Jacksonville. And looks like there's hoods here too, man. Unbelievable. I think it's not far ahead. There's already like hood-looking places. So we'll be getting to the tractor supply here soon. We're on the southern tip of the metropolitan area, and again, from a geographical standpoint, since the people of Jacksonville apparently, don't tell them this is don't no, never confuse their understanding of what's geographically the city. The city is massive. It takes like an hour to drive from one end of the city to the other, and that's at night with no traffic. So it's absolutely massive of a city. And we're gonna drive around the city's southern beltway, you could say, here soon. Unless Katie lets me drive to the city, I'm sure she just wants to get to the hotel.
I would like to go to a hotel.
Alright, so never mind. I'll drive you guys to the hoods at night, hang out at a gas station with my homies. Maybe even go on a... No, can't do anything of that nature right now. Katie wants to go.
Katie wants to shower.
It's been a long day.
Yeah.
It's understandable.
Yeah.
So we're going to drive through the southern beltway of the city on 295 soon. So, I don't know how the people from Jacksonville, if this is the north side or the south side or the east or the west, because the people here, like I said, they are very, very offended by if you don't know what side you're on. One time I was south of the city and I said I was in the south side. They're like, that's not the south side, that's the east side. I was like, okay, buddy. From a geographical standpoint, I don't know what the people of Jacksonville are on when they talk about what side of the city they're on.
All I know is I'm heading in a northeast direction.
Yeah, I'm heading northeast. I'm in the south side of the city and I'm heading northeast. Just so you know, we're speaking geographically here, people of Jacksonville. And apparently in Jacksonville, geography, I don't know what they taught him, but this car's got his lights off, and this guy's flashing his lights on him. If you ever see somebody whose lights are off, never flash your lights on him. Let him keep going. And he almost got hit by a car that must have been completely out of it because they ran a red light. It just flew right in front of us.
Yep.
So it seems like driving through here is pretty freaking hectic and dangerous. Just gotta be alert. I mean, it is a holiday, so a lot of people are not 100 tonight. In case you've ever wondered what it's like to drive into Jacksonville, it's a huge metropolitan area. And this is the southern edge of it. Geographically. Let's not get Jacksonville geography here. This might be the west side or the east side or the north side. I don't know how they do it here. If somebody from Jacksonville wants to explain to other people how the sides work here,
And someone will complain, oh, that's not Jacksonville, that's the suburbs.
Yeah. Are we in Duval County? I'm pretty sure we are.
Probably. At this point.
Yeah, it's a massive...
They keep stretching out.
Yeah, they have the biggest city limits of any city in the country, so I guess we are in Jacksonville, I guess.
Yeah.
So this is all part of Jacksonville. This looks alright. We started the drive, we skipped Middleburg because it's just
it's just too tiny.
A far out suburb. But it's kind of entering the urban core of the city. I'll tell businesses.
Five-star pizza. I think they have one in Fort Myers. I remember seeing that somewhere.
Really? Jacksonville has some of the best food of any city in Florida.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Although we'll be eating at the Waffle House.
I don't know.
Probably tomorrow.
I don't know.
Because it's a holiday.
Yeah, the only thing open is this guy. See what this guy just did right there?
Yep. I think it's the same person.
No, it's not. It was a similar car. It's exactly what that car just did. Another car just did. Except for in my head, I knew the guy wasn't going to stop. So I just decided to slam on the brakes. And sure enough, here this guy did it too, like that.
Yeah.
But he flew right in the middle lane, like no regards for, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That was like a minute before I started recording. So, you know, it is a holiday. People are just, you don't know if they're sober or not. You just got to pretend they're not.
Puerto Rican bakery right there.
Nice. Panda Express. I drive right through Jacksonville. K to worth, got a 10. I'm tired too, I'll be honest.
You complain about
I guess
me.
I could go in the hotel, take a shower, relax, and then do a night drive at night, all night. Come back at 5 or 6 in the morning drunk.
You've never come back drunk on any trip.
I know.
I don't even think I've ever seen you drunk.
When I travel? No, I don't drink when I don't
Even
drink.
at home, I've never seen you
No, I
drunk.
don't.
Oh, one time, but that was long time
No.
ago.
When they're with your family or something, you drink too much or whatever, but not on the road.
Yeah.
Not on the road.
But like,
so this is probably not gonna be too exciting on the drive. It's just a regular urban setting.
that one time you
Waffle
couldn't get the food in your mouth.
Yeah, but that wasn't. It was a party, a family party.
Yeah, it was a party.
In Lehigh.
Yeah.
And that night, I did a lot, but I was with family, whatever.
Yeah.
It was, you know, different. Once in a lifetime type of thing.
Yeah, it's once in a lifetime.
I ate a lot of booty that day.
Yeah. Yeah, because you were getting half of it on your lap.
Whatever it takes to eat booty, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Yep. Oh, that's like me. I've never ever once done anything. I've never done drugs. Not even once. Don't start sharing your teenage stories. You just shut up on that.
No.
But I've never done drugs once. Never felt the need. One time I got sick and somebody gave me a cough syrup. I had a really bad cold and somebody gave me a cough syrup and I'll never do that stuff again. I had nightmares that were vivid. I don't know how the crap do people do all that stuff voluntarily. Every time I've ever done it, the only time that was kind of interesting was when I had my tooth pulled? No.
When your appendix
My
came
appendix
out.
got taken out. They put you on M. And that stuff, I was riding horses through fields.
You were talking about colors. Yeah.
No, but that night, but that was like, I was like close to death.
Yeah.
And didn't even know it.
Yeah.
And that's also like, that night I could have easily, it was bad. It got bad.
Yeah, they said it
could have gone.
It could have
gone.
Yeah.
And I was riding a horse through a field in my mind, which goes to show you the stupidity of that stuff. That you could be in a life-threatening situation and think you're riding a horse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not exactly it doesn't really protect you very much. You
Yeah.
know? You live in a dangerous world.
That
You
was
have
when we were dating.
to always be alert. You live in a dangerous world. You can't think you're riding a horse and be in a
Yeah.
life-threatening situation. You know.
That was the
course.
first time you asked for me.
Okay, enough. Stop. So, anyways, I don't know how people can do that type of stuff voluntarily. It's like when we go to Miami, you can smell that stuff in the air, and it's
Yeah.
like, how do you? Ugh.
Ugh.
It gives me a headache. It makes me jittery.
Yeah.
How do people do that stuff voluntarily?
Yeah.
And in Miami, it's so bad. Like you don't have to actually be doing it. Like you could just be like driving through Miami and you'll pick up. You know.
Yup.
And then like, how do people do this to themselves voluntarily, bro? I don't like it one bit.
Excuse me. I want you to get on 295.
Cause you like glamorize this stuff and make it seem like it's cool, but the reality.
Elianos.
Oh wow, aren't they from Alabama?
Yeah.
Or are they from Florida?
I don't
No,
know.
they're from someplace in Florida, I think. Because I had somebody who got angry at my video and like told me the whole story of Elianos because their family owns the company or something.
Oh,
They were
gosh.
not happy. I said they were from Alabama, and they were like really angry. Like, I guess their family owns it or something. And they told me, I forgot it of course, but they told me like the whole history of the company and where it started, and they were not happy. I guess it was one of our subscribers that was just watching our video, and we mentioned Elianos, and oh look, Elianos, they're expensive, but they're from Alabama or whatever, and they were not happy. They're like, we're from, well, I think Florida, or I can't remember. They were not happy.
I don't know. They don't publish their. I'm not seeing commercials
Well, look it up.
for
Look
them.
it up. You'll find it. And how far before I turn?
Turn on 295, a mile,
Okay.
and it's a right turn.
So I turn heading east or north. Or northeast. Hard to tell.
You're getting on 295 south.
Okay, so I'm talking about Jacksonville. How are we heading south when we're?
Because you have to cross the river.
Gotcha. Like I said, I don't.
You're going.
Directions in Jacksonville make no sense, so I'm just gonna guess. Sure, okay, south. You sure? Okay, we're heading south. We know we're heading northeast in reality. But sure, we're heading south. Again, I'm not gonna question.
No, you're getting on 295 south.
But it's not heading south.
Actually, it is because you're going through the river.
Like I said, we're heading northeast, so I don't know how I think we're coming from this. Jacksonville directions to me are just like, okay, sure. Now we're in Duval.
Okay, get on.
Wow.
2 lanes to turn right onto the I-295 South ramp.
So that wasn't even Duval. Now we're finally in Duval. Okay.
Yeah.
We weren't even into Duval.
You weren't even Duval.
We weren't even into Duval.
Get on here.
Wow, it's freezing. Well, it's outside 62. You know, it's like hotter and like, ooh, it's
Take
heads.
the right 2 lanes to turn
Ooh.
right onto the I-295 South
okay.
You're getting.
I know. I just want to make sure because it's weird how the turning lane goes across the street. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I've never seen that. Now we're in the Duval.
Continue for 1 mile.
People from Jacksonville and Miami don't get along. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, in Florida, nobody gets along with
No,
nobody.
but like Jacksonville and Miami, like there's a real rivalry between the two places. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like real rivalry.
knew that.
Like, yeah, like they don't really.
Yeah.
I think it
Less than half an hour.
stems from prison. It stems from prison. But yeah, Miami and Jacksonville don't politics either.
Yeah, I can see it.
The largest landmass of city in the country. It's massive.
In half a mile, merge onto I-295 South.
295 south. We're merging, so we should stay here.
Yeah. Over there. Yeah.
Oh crap! That car behind me is just full across 4 lanes.
Mm-hmm.
There's some erratic drivers out tonight, man.
Yeah.
My car changed 4 lanes in like 2 seconds.
Continue on I-295 South for 18 miles.
18 miles. Alright, it's been a cruise control. About 75 miles an hour. gas mileage we get at this speed. Let me reset it. Let's reset it. We're getting 12 so far. 14. It'll take a while to give us a good average. We're going way too fast. We're gonna get pulled over. There's speed traps still here, aren't there?
I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, I saw. You sure? Because I saw there was a bunch of speed traps coming into Jacksonville earlier.
No, there's no speed trap.
I'm gonna slow down anyways.
Okay.
About 18 miles per gallon if you're going that speed. Now it's way higher because I slowed down.
We're about to cross
bridge.
Yep. A body of water.
St. John's River.
Yep.
I think the St. John's River is what the locals think separates the city, but like north to south, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't really. I Jacksonville directions don't make a lot of sense to me. We're in the other extreme of the state now.
Yeah.
We're going 70, so this dude must be going like 90. It doesn't fail that every time you come to Jacksonville, you see somebody going at least 110.
It always feels like you're riding a horse on the road.
Like when you change lanes in Jacksonville, you better look in your rearview mirror very carefully if you're on the expressway.
Yeah.
Because somebody behind you could be going 120, 140. And you know what I mean? Like, so always when you're in Jacksonville, when you change lanes, look very carefully what's going on in your mirror because somebody could be going 100, 120, 140. Like nothing. Now we're on the southern beltway of the city, 295. That area seemed pretty nice down there, didn't it? It didn't seem bad, did it? Other than lots of very not sober drivers.
Yeah.
So how long are we on this road? Is that like 18 miles or something?
14.
Oh, there's a toll?
No.
No, that's for tolls.
For the express lane. You're not in the express lane.
Which one is the express lane?
It's $0. Either way, they haven't set it up yet. Or they're not putting tolls in right now because of the day.
Tolls enforced. So I'll get off of this lane?
Yeah, you're staying in 295. You're not going to be in the express lane. This is the express lane. Express lane entrance.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah. It says $0.00.
It's crazy how traffic moves through here at 80 miles an hour. Big highway, man. Kind of reminds me of Louisville. Louisville, we should do a beltway. You think those will get views?
Beltway videos?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nobody's done them.
Yeah.
I don't think any of the big YouTubers do that. Like go around Louisville on 264
Yeah.
and 265.
We could go around Indianapolis too. That's not too far from there.
Yeah. I don't know. Nobody's done it. Maybe it will get views. Who the crap knows? YouTube is one of those things that you don't know what the crap people are like. Sometimes I'll make a video where I think it sucks and they love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I have family near Indianapolis.
I'm not interested. Okay, I've heard your family history there.
Other side of the
If I
family.
wanted to meet people like that, I could just go to Alabama. It's a whole lot closer game.
Yeah. No.
Maybe we could inherit some hoodies, and then like next time somebody borrows, I'd be like, "Here's my wife's grandpa's hoodies." I'm sure he kept that.
What?
Can we get your family's hoods?
Jose? That person has been gone longer than I'm alive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Somebody's got their hoods, all right. In a box. We should go to India and ask them if they got their family's hoods.
Jose?
I would,
Everyone from that side is pretty much gone.
I'm gonna go terrorize my family in Naples. That's the type of thing you just don't give to an idiot like me. Walk to Naples, Pier women. Yeah, it's just some things you don't give to an idiot like me. Can you buy that on eBay or something?
I'm sure you can, but I don't know why you'd want to.
This guy's going the speed limit. What an idiot, bro. Everybody's going 80. If you're going 45, you're gonna get clubbed, buddy. And isn't that an odd question? Like just to call your family in Indiana, be like, hey, do you guys still have grandpa's hoods and stuff like that?
There's no one left on that side of the family. They've like died off or somewhere else.
Gotcha. You don't have to be specific. I'm just saying, like, wouldn't it be a weird call? Just to call your family like in a different state. Y'all still got grandpa's hoods and stuff like that?
No, and that part of the family never had that.
Bro, how many lanes are in this highway? This is insane. I'm going 80 miles an hour right now. This is absolutely insane. Now I'm going 80 miles an hour right now. 85. Oh, that's a Corvette.
You gotta stay on 295, my dear.
Oh my gosh, there's a car coming behind us. Look at the speed it's coming at.
Oh,
let's see if he makes it up here. Yeah, he's gotta be going like 120. I'm saying, like, use your turn signals and stuff. Look at this one, no lights at all. Just like
no lights.
In the dark.
In the dark.
You're in the dark, buddy. You need to put your light back on. This is fun. I guess that car slowed down. It was going fast. Look at that Corvette. I would love to see that Corvette just go. So what are we doing here?
We're staying on the road for the 295 for 8 miles.
8 miles?
Yeah, we're actually heading east, not south, but we're in Southside.
I get you. We're in Jacksonville. Nothing makes sense. My foot hurts. I've been driving all night. I'm gonna be old and like my driving foot's gonna be like in a wheelchair, and my other foot's gonna be like in perfect health. This is Interstate 95 right here. Cool. La 95.5. Música variada latina para que muevas tus bocinas. I love how fast you can drive to these highways. Everybody's like legitimately going 85 miles an hour. And if you're not going 85 miles an hour, like, you're in trouble. You ever think about your childhood and think your family really sucked? I remember being probably 7 years old and one of my family members going 120 miles an hour being in the backseat.
Most people in my family I was good with.
This is for the toll, huh?
Yeah. That's not the toll, that's something else.
That's if you're speeding?
Yeah.
Is that a speed camera?
Maybe. But no, that's the over there was the express lane.
I remember being maybe 7 years old, and a family member, me in the back seat of a sports car going 120 miles an hour.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I wonder how they would feel if you did that to their kid, you know? Today.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Hypocrisy of people, huh?
Well, it's age too.
Is this car
How
lights?
old were they when they were doing that?
It doesn't matter. You don't do that.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going 80 miles an hour now.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is a great highway system. Very, very nice.
Yeah.
These idiots are going the speed limit.
Well, you're getting off in 3 miles, so it's not too big a deal.
I was enjoying the speeding.
And they
Now
had
it
to
feels like
ruin it.
now it feels like I'm stopped.
Yeah. I know.
Look at this one.
Oh boy.
Yeah, buddy.
Getting off at 53A.
What is this guy doing? Look at him.
I don't know.
Unbelievable. Everybody's like not sober here.
Yeah.
It's been a scary drive. I mean, it is a holiday, I guess. Fort Myers is like that too at night, man. Driving around Lehigh and Fort Myers at night is terrifying. Look at this one. Look at this one. He almost changed lanes without looking.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stand back and watch them
2
all.
miles. Take exit 53A for
Look at that. He almost went into the motorcycle. And he turned his turn saying, no, he almost went into the motorcycle.
Yeah.
You gotta be stupid to be on a motorcycle on a day like today when everybody's drunk and high.
Uh-huh.
You know, in Florida, you can't even get insurance on a motorcycle.
Huh.
They just won't do it.
Yep.
How far away from my exit now?
We're going to be getting off at 53A, which is 1.2 miles.
It's 53 right there, 54.
54. And we're going to be the A.
You know they're drunk because they're just like stagnant in traffic.
Yeah.
You see somebody that's stagnant in traffic like that, they're drunk.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not able to like process speeding up, slowing down. Is that our exit?
Yeah.
Step on it. Why are you speeding up, idiot? Oh my gosh, hold up. I don't want a motorcycle playing with your freaking life there. So is that the exit?
Yep, that's our exit.
Kind of a moron. Somebody's trying to pass you. And you speed up when they're trying to pass you. You're on a motorcycle. This is worse than driving in Fort Myers, man.
Yeah. Well, it is a larger city.
When you see somebody like that, traffic's moving at 80 and they're going at 60, it's because they're so drunk or high that they don't even have the ability to process going faster.
Yeah.
That's like as fast as they can drive. So they just find another car that's going at a certain speed, and they just try to keep their distance from that car because they're so high or drunk they can't even maintain anything else. People like that are dangerous. You see somebody doing that, they're usually drunk or high out of their mind. Everybody's going 80. You gotta go 80. You can't go 60 if everybody else is going 80. Tailgate, you see a car tailgating, usually that's another person that's like out drunk or high out of their mind.
Yep.
They're just like trying to keep their distance from one car, and that's all they can focus on. But that's what people want.
Yeah.
10 years ago, 20 years ago, that didn't exist. Everybody wants to say, oh, it's okay to get high, it's okay to get high, it's okay to do everything. Everything is legal now.
Yeah.
You get on the road and you think you're gonna die because everybody's either high or drunk or I don't know. The world's in a lot. It's just a little bit of time. The world's gone to crap, and people think it's good.
Nope.
Everybody, oh, it's so nice. Everybody's high. Okay, everybody's high. Get on a freaking highway when everybody's high. Roads weren't this dangerous.
No.
Even on holidays and stuff. So is this an expressway or a tollway? What is this?
I don't know. We're staying on here for 5 miles.
Yeah, everybody's going 80. 80 miles an hour.
5 miles, and then we're getting off at the left. On the left, apparently.
Yeah, this is kind of like the nice side of Jacksonville over here.
Yep.
We're getting close to the beaches and stuff. It's crazy that traffic flows at 80 miles an hour. That's nuts. You can incorporate, buddy. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You need to get the south part, buddy. Hey, guy. Hey, guy. I need to get the south part, buddy. Quítate del medio, acere. Ah, después se me atravesó, man. He's only going 80.
You know, eventually you're gonna have to be in the left lane, right?
Okay. Why do you slow down for, man? Why do you slow down for, man? This will be a much better live stream than uploaded video. That's already happening.
Yeah. We could probably live tomorrow.
Yeah, everybody went home, right?
Or even tonight at the hotel.
I'm dead. I'm done. Take a shower, go to sleep. You can tell it's a lot nicer here. It starts getting like science strips and
Yeah.
stuff. The lights are yellow. It looks better on video. Jacksonville Beach, city limits.
You're going over Open Creek.
Upper Creek. The city of bridges is what they call this city.
Yeah.
In 2 miles, take the Florida A1A North exit on the left toward Jacksonville's beaches, Ponte Vedra Boulevard.
Left.
Stay on the left.
Yeah. Stay in the left lane. I don't know why you got over.
Am I gonna say? There's these speed bumpy things up and down like a horse.
Yeah.
Up and down like a horse. Up and down like a horse.
Yeah.
Up and down like a horse. Stinks around here. Oh, they're like on the other coast of the states now. Very good highway system, though. I will say
It
that.
smells like chicken plant.
No, not around here. That's like you smell in the water and the ocean and
Yeah.
dead shrimp and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Seashells, seawater, organisms of life in the sea. You smell it now, right? It smells like seafood. So this is like the rich side of Jacksonville.
Half a mile. Take
Yeah.
the Florida 818 north exit on the left.
The side everyone
Beaches,
complains we don't go
Ponte
to.
Boulevard.
Yeah, it's the rich side. Alright, what did you say? Stay left?
Stay left. You're gonna be in the 81A. 81A north. So stay in this lane.
Okay, it's 45 now.
818 north exit on the left.
So my favorite store.
This is like the rich side of Jacksonville.
Yeah. You know, if I find a World Market, I like
Continue
World
for half a
Market.
mile.
I don't know that.
In half a mile, merge onto 3rd Street
You
North.
know who definitely didn't know that? My bank account.
What?
My bank account will never know that.
Oh, it does. It does.
Mm-mm.
I just rarely go.
I'm going for it. It feels like I'm not even moving.
Yeah. That little puppy dog cup I have, World Market
You've been spending my money
in Alabama.
here too.
Yeah.
What have I told you about spending my money?
But it was a cute little puppy cup.
What have I told you about spending my money?
I had your permission.
Sure.
You were with me.
Sure.
Continue on 3rd
I don't
Street.
care if
south
I don't
for
care
2
if you have my
miles.
permission. You still spend my money. You are spending my money. How far are we from this place?
About 2 miles.
Randomly parked. Oh, this is fancy out here. Electric cars, and
Yeah.
banks, and restaurants.
My gosh, I feel like I'm on a Mockley Road.
Yeah, it's really fancy.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Jacksonville Beach.
That's beautiful.
It's alright.
I like the sign.
Probably somebody hasn't like done graffiti or anything.
I know, right?
This is very fancy. We do fancy things.
Yes.
Rich people do rich people things.
Oh, yes.
Like roll up to Jacksonville at 11 o'clock at night.
Mhm.
What's up with these? Oh, we're in Jacksonville Beach, not for real.
Yeah.
Oh, this looks like Jacksonville Beach. Okay.
Mhm.
Dude, this parking on the side like that in the dark at night, I'm sure like every once in a while one of those cars gets black pretty good.
Yeah.
You walk outside in the morning, your car's like completely destroyed.
Mhm.
Gate. Kevin Gate. Well, we're in Jacksonville. 3899 Osceola Avenue. Bonefish Grill, that's not cheap. That's one of the few restaurants we haven't gone to together.
Yeah.
This is super fancy out here.
Yeah.
Oh snap.
What?
Nothing.
Yeah.
I don't like this parking right on the side of the road like that. Lots of Hallmark Whole Foods right there.
Chipotle.
Chipotle.
I have never been to a Chipotle.
Chipotle. Me either. I've never been to a Chipotle either. I have never been. I was like, you've never taken me to a Chipotle.
Chef Boy
When
ID.
you gonna take me to a Chipotle?
You gonna take me to the Chef Boy ID?
I'm gonna smoke barbecue right here.
Yeah. It smells pretty
Should I
good.
smoke barbecue or mullet or something?
Yeah.
My windows are fogging up.
Yeah.
Fuji 10 Science Bar.
Yeah.
Smoke City.
Oh, less than a mile.
It's kind of cold.
Yeah.
It says 62, but it feels freezing.
It feels so nice though.
Oh, it's cold. Woo, Jacksonville
I love it.
Beach.
It's
Night.
probably colder here than halfway through the country.
That's what's weird right now. It actually is.
Ooh, Starbucks.
No,
It can't be
closed.
open now.
they're closed.
Yes, they are.
They went out of business.
Nice
Yeah,
try.
They're out of business.
No, they're logistically closed.
No, they're out of business. Starbucks went bankrupt. Their COVID regulations drove them out of business.
Jose.
Wouldn't that save me $1 million a year? I'm talking about saving money. Starbucks going bankrupt. That would save me $64,000 a year.
That would drive the whole country bankrupt.
Starbucks?
Probably.
It would raise crime in the suburbs by 80%.
Yeah.
Cops are arresting a dude. Look, no.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. I can't record that?
No.
Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta record that. Cops arresting a dude?
Mm-hmm.
That's cover photo.
Yeah.
No, the cops are gonna come arrest me for driving erratically.
South toward
Yeah.
2nd Street South.
They're handcuffing a dude. That's so cool.
The hotel is right there.
Cool. Oh yeah, this is a great hotel.
2nd Street South.
We're staying in a great hotel.
Probably.
Well, the cop can't really say anything. I could just be like, hey dude, my hotel's right down the road. So what happened? There's cops here and they're getting handcuffed over there?
Head south on 2nd Street
Alright.
South toward 4th
So something happened here because people getting handcuffed everywhere.
Really?
I'll go this way. I think the hotel's wrong here.
Yeah.
Well, there's cops here, there's people standing around over there, and then there's a guy getting handcuffed over here.
Yeah.
So
Turn right onto 3rd Street South.
the guy was getting handcuffed over here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There you go. So that's great cover photo material
Yeah.
right there. Like, we're looking for a hotel that's running. There he is, he's getting handcuffed.
Yeah. Handcuffs, search.
Handcuffed and search, man.
Mm-hmm.
There he is. Come on with me, sir. You're officially part of property of the Jacksonville. You're officially property of Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
Go for a ride, buddy. We're gonna get pulled over. I'm sorry, I'm just looking for my hotel, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's pretty cool, man. It's a great way. Whatever he did happened a block away because there's people over there, cops and people and stuff. You're now property of Jacksonville, man.
In a quarter mile, turn
Jeff,
right onto
Jacksonville
Beach
City.
Boulevard.
So what's our hotel? That fancy building right there? It's around here somewhere, right?
0.2 miles up the road.
Is it this big building right here?
0.2 miles up the road. I think that's a hotel, but that's an apartment building.
My hotel better be fancy.
That's your hotel.
I only stay at the fanciest hotels.
This is
And
your
I
hotel.
want to understand why there's a crime scene next to my hotel. I pay good money to stay in fancy places for there to be a crime scene right next to my hotel.
Turn right onto Beach Boulevard.
This
Then
is
your
not
destination
acceptable.
will
I
be
pay
on the
good
right.
money to stay at fancy hotels that are brand spanking new. Why is somebody being arrested outside of my hotel? I need to talk to my promotions manager. Katie? You booked me a hotel in a crime area?
I booked you.
I told you to find me the fanciest hotel in Jacksonville. A guy's getting arrested across from my hotel? This is not acceptable.
I booked you a hotel across the street from a Carrabba's. I know how much you like Carrabba's, so I booked the hotel
There's
next to it.
AT&T across the street.
Yeah.
In a burrito gallery? Wait, hold on. What? What the crap is a burrito gallery?
Oh, it's a gallery of burritos.
What the crap is wrong with millennials? Okay, so you go in here, right? All I know,
I guess they make the burrito like an
welcome to
art.
Jacksonville Beach. All I know is that I pay good money to stay at the fanciest hotels. Why? How do you enter this hotel?
Destination is on the right.
Where's the? Where do
Go
you?
here.
No, that's that's not the entrance.
Go there.
I don't like the way you said go there. Okay, so this is the back of the hotel. Where's the front? I hate these
Right
fancy
here.
hotels where you can't tell where the front, where the back is. You know what I mean? You can't tell where the front of the hotel is,
You're
where
in
the
the
back.
parking lot.
Yeah. I don't feel safe here. Somebody's getting arrested a block away. I feel
There's the
that my
front.
safety is compromised, and I want my money back.
That
before
is
I
nice.
I want my money back before I even log in. Okay, I just, where's the lobby?
It was right there.
Okay, hold on. I don't like the way you said it's right there.
Well, stop complaining.
Just stop complaining. Ow! Easy on the Jolly Rolls. I only got 2 on each side. Easy
Oh,
on.
that's right. I'll just go with the other one.
So this is the entrance to our hotel.
Yes.
What the crap is that? A washing machine on wheels?
Wait a much.
Oh, we got a good parking spot here right in the front. Oh, we're gonna hit the sidewalk. Oh, it hit the
Of
little
course.
car. I don't care about the little car. Look at that, perfectly at 45 minutes. Like, how did I know that I would be turning the car off exactly at 45 minutes?